What is going on? And welcome to another live stream. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. We're not gonna be on here for a terribly long time today, but of course I do have some RC products that I want to share with you. I'm just revisiting the RC vehicles that I have because I haven't talked about them in a little bit, and I have some really nice ones and a couple of newer ones for me. And in this live stream, I'm actually going to even be talking about the ones that I are my top five. All of my top five are sitting on this table right here behind me, and and a couple of other things. I wanted to make sure I went live today. We have Prime Days coming up next week. So I plan on going on live for Prime Day. But if I have any special deals or whatever, make sure you're following so you know about that. Not only that, but you see that I'm going to have to fix this, take my logo and move it around. But this today is actually sponsored by DRC. And, well, which means, I say and a lot, which means that many of the vehicles, wonderful vehicles I have over here, are from DRC because they did send them out to me for me to try out. And I love all of them, even the ones that aren't from DRC. So I'm going to be sharing those with you today. I also have a couple of other things. I have coupon codes attached or promo codes attached to a few of the products down in the carousel. Some of those promo codes that were provided to me are going to expire soon. So I wanted to make sure I gave you the opportunity to take advantage of them now. And like I said, I do know Prime Day is coming up next week. The Prime Days, Tuesday, Wednesday. And there may be some additional deals and whatnot going on then, but I don't know what those are going to be as of yet. So I'm going to share with you what I have currently. Please take advantage of them. But if you decide you want to wait, I can't be mad at you for that. You do what you can. But hopefully that means that you will get an opportunity to take advantage of some additional deals going on next week. So with that, we're just going to get right into it. In case you don't know, I have a ton of fun doing these. I do believe for the first time in a very, very long time, the first time ever I'm coming down with something. Well, not the first time ever. I rarely get sick. I usually get sick about once a year, twice a year, during the spring and during the fall. Just those allergy seasons really kick in. And since the pandemic started, I haven't been ill. Wearing a mask all the time, it's just been great for me. But it turns out that I think that something's going on in my sinuses. I can kind of tell. So who knows? Maybe I'm actually coming down with something. So hopefully next week I won't be all stopped up and whatnot. But at any rate, we're gonna do what we can. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have any questions on anything. We're going to be very brief on many of these. I'm just going to share a little bit with you because I have a hard stop at 5 o'clock today. We'll talk about this one. I'm going to give you a couple of announcements. You do see that I still have up AlTone giveaways. That's because I'm giving away one of my drones. So make sure that you go there and check that out. So on to it. The absolute first of the wonderful DRC products that I want to talk to you about today is this little guy. And this is, and I mark all of them because I do sometimes forget. This one is the 95, let me see. The 9500E. Should be the 9500E. I've got so many of them, sometimes I get a little bit confused on which one is which because these numbers can be very similar and there's not a lot of differences. Excuse me, this one's the 8600E. Not a lot of differences between, the numbers don't necessarily jive with the difference in the vehicle. You would think that this would be an upgrade from another vehicle that said Sandyland, which is actually the 9300, but this one is the 8600E. So I don't know. I don't know, and it may have to do with the electronics more so than the body, but I just kind of equate it to the body. But I love this new body style, this little pickup truck body style. For those of you who don't know, I have a beautiful black Colorado. I absolutely love it. Z72, and I absolutely love it. So I love pickup trucks. That's my sports car, and so this guy is pretty cool. It's this small and it's four-wheel drive. Um, if I remember correctly, this one only has a single motor on it, but it's pretty fast, but it's safe for little kiddies wanting to run around in the house with this guy. So yeah, it's a single brushed motor, and it's got some reinforcement, metal reinforcement. That's what the blue is here. Your battery comes with two batteries. Your battery's here, and this is a cool little car. I mean, really cool little car for running around in the house. It can take some abuse. I did jump ramps with it outdoors, and again, four-wheel drive, and it's pretty fast, but on the controller you have the ability to slow it down. So you have a speed switch here that would allow you to slow it down a little bit for those younger kids that might be running this guy around, and that way they can do a better job of controlling the direction, and you don't have to worry about getting your feet and your shins tore up because the kid is running into you full speed with this guy. So let's see, I may or may not have my demo set up for this one. Let's see if we do. But again, this is one of my, I have to say, it's probably my favorite of the smaller vehicles that I have. No, it doesn't look like I have that one. It's one of my favorite of the smaller vehicles that I have here, but it's absolutely a ton of fun to drive around and everything, and you can run it around right in your kitchen floor. Great on carpet. It's surprisingly good on carpet, and again, jumping ramps and everything else. I've done all of that with this. If you'd like to see the shoppable video that I created on this guy, you can, if you following, you can actually go to my idea list, and I'm trying to see if it's actually on the main page or not. Let's see if my my video's up there, because I think quite a few people have made videos on this particular one. Ooh. Okay. Quite a few people have made videos. Yeah, my video's actually there. I'm not sure if you could hear that or not. What we're going to do is, I'm going to see if I can mute that. And we're going to go to the screen. And so, whoops, wrong screen. And again. So this is the video that I created, so you'll be able to go in and check it out and look at everything that I have to say about it and see it in action a little bit. One of the things that I've paid really close attention to is sometimes when you're, trying to share demo videos on some of these great products, it gets difficult because it sucks up a little extra bandwidth, and sometimes the videos get a little choppy. So if I'm able to run it for you this way, that works out. So it's basically showing you everything that comes with it. Letting you know that you need to read through the manual for it and know how to maintain the batteries. It does come with 2 LiPo batteries. It's something you want to be aware of, and know how to take care of those batteries, because that's very important. Really nice little car, and you see the size. It's absolutely fantastic. I really do love this little car. It is not my favorite RC car. I would possibly say for in-home use, it is my favorite for in-home use, but it's not my favorite RC, because my favorite RC cars are actually outdoor, all the outdoor ones that I have. And like I said, it's awesome. Running around in sand a little bit. I will tell you this, I do that so that you can get an idea of, or add a little bit of excitement to the video. And this one handled the sand pretty well. But RC cars don't usually handle sand, real thin sand, very well. They get into the tires if the tires have holes so some air, for circulation of air in the tires, or if they get into some of the gears and whatnot, the sand can cause some damage to it. So not something that you want to do frequently, but It is so much fun. So much fun to run this guy. And again, like I said, I've bashed it. It's got scratches on the top and stuff where I've flipped and rolled it over and all of that. But it is just been so much fun. And I absolutely love this little guy. It's really awesome. So 41 is currently $41.39. Something that you might want to get your hands on and get prepared to put that up underneath your give that to a family member for the holidays. You know, if you just happen to be purchasing gifts and whatnot. That's a great one. And it surprised me too, the size of the box that guy comes in. You look and you go like, how in the world is there a real nice RC vehicle in a box this size? But believe it or not, you see the size of it. Yeah, it's nice. I do really like it. This next one, which is a DRC 9500E, is one of my favorites. I have to look sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's my 4th out of my top 5 favorite RC cars, and that's this guy here. Absolutely love the body. My favorite RC vehicle has the exact same body. This guy has 2 motors. Trying to remember, I believe they're brushed motors. Yes, they're 2 brushed motors for the front, rear, 4-wheel drive. This thing is fast. It is awesome, and I've had a ton of fun with it as well. I do have a coupon code or a promo code attached to this guy for an additional 5% off. Right now, if you purchase it, it is $59.49, down from $69.99. So there is a little bit of a discount on it right now if you drop it in your cart as well. And there's also a clippable coupon for an additional 5%. So if you drop it in your cart, you can get the 5% that I have in promo code here, plus clip the coupon so you can get that additional 5%, 10% off. And it's already lowered down to $59.49 right now as well. That's supposedly about 15% additional. So quite a few little discounts you can get on this guy if you want to drop him in your cart today. And like I said, as the Prime days go on, if I have absolutely any additional promos, that I will be sharing them. So make sure you follow me for that purpose. But as the Prime days go on and whatnot, I will share them. I don't know for sure that I'll have any additional, but so if you really like this, go ahead and take advantage of it now. It is truly a ton of fun, and it's pretty fast. Not something that I would run indoors, just to be honest. I would not run this guy indoors. So let's take a look at the demo I have on that one. See, if it skips a little bit, then I'll stop it before it finishes. That's me out kicking up dust. That's the reason why this guy's pretty dirty now. In these pictures, that was before I ran it mostly, because I always take pictures before I take it out and run it, so I can have some really nice photos of the RC cars before I do. And I have abused it. I've truly abused this car. And it has withstood it. The body's reinforced as well. And like I said, I just love it. I found the perfect spot to just act like a complete nut with this thing. This I like the body. I like the way they have it set up. I think it's really a beautiful body there. And I say beautiful because I happen to like carbon fiber. And so the carbon fiber look, it's not a true carbon fiber body, but the carbon fiber is actually PVC or Lexan. I believe these are PVC bodies, but PVC and Lexan is what they normally make these bodies out of. They may have gotten away from using Lexan and started just using PVC. But this is it's reinforced. It's got a nice reinforcement on the body. I have rolled it, flipped it, done some everything with it. The body's still looking pretty good, unlike one of the other cars that I'll show you in a few minutes. But this is absolutely one of my top 5 favorite vehicles, and I have a lot more than what you see here. This is one of my top 5. I'm sharing with you my top vehicles today, the ones that I like the most. So out of all the ones here in the carousel, they are the ones that I like the most, but my top 5 are here as well, and I'm identifying for you which ones are my top 5. So let's go into the next one. This is by Ruco. Now, Ruco did a while back send me a bunch of their vehicles. I had an amphibious vehicle as well that I thought was pretty cool, but this guy, out of all of those vehicles, with one exception, is one of my favorite that they sent me. I do love running this little tank. I mean, this is slow enough. It's a crawler, so it's slow enough that you can play with it inside, outside, play with it. You know, for those macho guys watching, you might not want to say, well, I play with this. I don't care, honestly. You know, that's just me. But the door's open. You could possibly even put some action figures in there. I don't have action figures, so I haven't tried that. And I do like that it has, it's got what looks like police lights on the back, and the light strobe, as well as smoke comes out of the back. And I was surprised. When I first opened the box and I realized that, okay, this was a function of this guy, I was like, okay, well, I hope they're not like oil or something that they need put in this guy. But no, it's just water. And it surprises me how well this actually functions. And so underneath this little water, if you was ever in the military like I was, they got a little water tank right here. They had some for water and some for other materials. But you got this nice little water tank here that is stuck, and you take it off, and then there's a little place there. This guy comes with a little dropper as well. He comes with 2 batteries. Comes with a little dropper so that you can put water in there. It looks like a baby bottle. So you can put water in there, and then from the remote you can turn on and off the smoke coming out of the back. And I'm telling you, it's surprisingly how well, it was really surprising to me how well it worked. So absolutely love this guy. What is going on? This is AlTone, and this is the Ruco Q11 off-road tank. First of all, I absolutely have to say thank you to Ruco for allowing me to try this guy out, to send it to me to try it out and give them my honest feedback, and it's been phenomenal. This is truly a great little tank. I cannot even begin to express how much I've enjoyed driving this thing around. I actually think it's very cool because you have the gull wing doors on it. They open up, and you also have a fill in the back there that you can actually get smoke to come out of just by filling it with water, and that is fantastic. Everything about this thing, I just love it. It is very fast, and it can handle pretty much almost any terrain that you put it on. A nice bumper, and this bumper is, it can take some abuse. I've run it into a couple of things, and I've just enjoyed it. Now, it can even handle about 5 centimeters in depth of water. That's really not a lot, but you can run it through water if you so desire. The treads on these are made out of rubber, and they seem to be pretty durable. I haven't had any problems, and I can't imagine they're going to wear out anytime soon. I'm just having a ball running this little guy all over the place, any place I can. I surely hope this helped you out in some way. Have an absolutely fantastic day, and I look forward to talking to you again in a future video. Yeah, so I really do like this tank. The one thing I will tell you about it as well, and you'll have to watch your kids. So you do have lights in the front, and you can see the wires running to the lights if you look at it from the right angle. They're up in there. So the thing about it is, this is the most fragile part of this whole thing. So what you won't want to do is carry it by your front bumper. You can carry it by this, or you can carry it by the back, which is what I normally do. But do not carry it by your front bumper, because that's the weakest point. And I would hate for that to break, because I do not know that you can get replacement parts for this. This is not hobby grade by any stretch of the imagination. You most likely just have to, I don't know, fabricate another front bumper or not have one. I don't know, and disconnect the lights in the front. But it's a really nice. Oh yeah, you can see the wiring on the sides here. Really, really love this little vehicle, and I have had so much fun with it. So much fun. So the next one is called the Doluxe remote control drift car. And this little drift car is pretty cool as well. I do like it. But one thing I will tell you about this drift car, Roku makes one, and if you go to my idea list, you'll see that I have a drift car from Roku in there as well as another one from an off-brand, I don't know, but they're very similar. The body themselves, the body of it is pretty much, after you take the shell, not the body, but the chassis is pretty much the same. The electronics seem to be very similar. The wheels and tires, they may have different wheels, but you get two sets of wheels. One set is solid plastic drift wheels, basically, and then you have your body, and then they all have the same halo, red halo lights, and all of that. So I should have disconnected. Yeah, I don't have my battery in here, but very nice, fast little car, so much fun, and it will counter steer for you in a turn, and you can actually dial in the amount of counter steer that you want to put into it in your turn. Fantastic little car. Again, so much fun, so much fun. Let's see if I have a little something I can show you on this guy. Oh yeah, I should have it in here, because I put it in there recently. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. But here you go. ESP. And of course, this is being run with the treaded tires on, not with the drift tires. If it was running with the drift tires, it slides forever. And it's four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive, nice little drift car, so much fun. And the good thing too is you could get a couple of these. Like, even if you were like to get this one and the Ruco version and somebody else's version, for example, this one would run. All you have to do is make sure that you pair the remote with this car before you turn on the next one. And that's the way it works with any of the, and all of these vehicles are basically running on 2.4 gigahertz. And so that's basically what you'll do with any of them. You can run them all at the same time. Just pair them one at a time so that you don't have any cross signals. They'll actually bind up with the car, and you can run them together with no problem. So you can do races, drift races with two of these. You just, if you got two of these, you could just mark it so that you know the difference between the two. You know which one is yours and which one is somebody else's, or even turn the lights on differently or something like that, so that you can determine which one is which, and then take them. I plan on taking all of them at some point out, because I want to really learn how to do a little bit of drifting with these. Throwing some cones up in a parking lot and just sliding around there. I'm going to see if I can get some footage as well, share it here or on my YouTube channel, AlTone Tech. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to try to see if I can do that. It is getting cooler outside now, so we'll have to see. But yeah, so that's that. So before we go on to the next one, I did want to share a couple of things with you. And again, right now, I wanted to share with you that I am doing a giveaway, and I'm giving away a drone. So make sure you go to AlTone Online Giveaways. Can't ship it outside of the U.S. because of the LiPo batteries. But inside the U.S., make sure you register. Just follow what's there, and I just want to give it away because I just can't fly it. I don't have time. I've got too many. I've got too many cars. I've got too many drones. I'm gonna start figuring out exactly how I can be a blessing to some people with some of the products that I have. So I'll be working on that. But I hang on to things just so I can, continue to go out and use them. I'm going to hang on to the ones that I really like, and then start trying to, like I said, be a blessing to a few people. Let me know if you have any questions or anything. One of the other things that I wanted to let you know about is I will be going live during Prime Days. We'll see how that works out, because I'm sure pretty much everybody who's live streaming is going to be attempting to go live during Prime Days. So be on the lookout. If you're looking for RC products, I will be doing a home products live stream during that day, during that time frame as well. So if you're looking for RC products or some home products, you may see me on Amazon. So on Amazon Live. So make sure that you follow so that you can check that out. I should have some deals and whatnot. The other thing I will tell you real quick about this particular car that I have highlighted in the carousel. At this point, there is a 5% shoppable. There's a 5% clippable coupon for this guy as well. He's currently $79.99, but there is a clippable coupon. So make sure that you take advantage of that. If you do, put him into your carousel. Always make sure you take advantage of those clippable coupons, even if there is a what do you call it? Even if there is a coupon code in the for that particular product on live. So on to the next one. Don't forget that giveaway is going to end on November 1st. So just to, again, a reminder. The DRC 9000E happens to be another one of my favorite vehicles. This one has to be number 3, if I'm correct. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. No, this one's number 4. And that one is number 5. So this one's number 4, my 4th favorite RC car that I currently own. One, because it's extremely fast, but not fast enough to run the wheels off of it like my favorite. I'll bring that one up here in a second. It's got some weight to it. This is a heavy little guy. 2S batteries. They rate it or have tested it up to rated for 40 kilometers per hour, which is about 37 miles per hour, if I remember correctly. I have not been able to get mine to go that fast myself, but they tested in the best of conditions. So they found a way to make it get to that speed. I haven't been able to. I think the fastest I've been able to get this one and the other one is up to about 28 miles an hour, which is still pretty fast. And I've heard of some people doing upgrades, because this one is a beginner hobby grade vehicle. You can take it apart, change the motor out. It does have a brushless motor in it. You can change the motor out, change out some parts. There are some plastic parts, possibly even change out the shocks. These are not oil filled, I don't believe. But you can change the shocks out. You can get additional parts for this guy, even change the body out. It's a really, really nice vehicle. Currently 80. Oh, you know what? And I am talking about the wrong one. The 9000. This is the 200. The 9000. Look at me. I'm all over the place today. The 9000 is actually this one. This is a 9000. So as I'm sharing with you this is what happens. I have it pulled up. Sometimes in the description, as I'm pulling it up, it doesn't tell me the name, even though this one does. But the picture is so small and I'm trying to remember. So what I often do with my batteries for all of these guys. So I keep track of what batteries go to what, and I store all of my batteries in a LiPo bag. I don't have my LiPo bag here, but I store all my batteries in a LiPo bag or an ammo can for safety. And I mark my vehicles. I've got a pretty good handle on what the actual model name of all of my vehicles are, but I mark them so that I can tell, and I mark my batteries. So inside the fairing, inside the body, you can't see it, but I've got each one of them labeled. DRC 9000E, and this one is actually the 200E. So I messed up a little bit with that, but at any rate, this happens to be one of my top 5 as well, and that's the 9000E. Very fast as well, very durable. The LED stripe lights up on the top, which is fantastic. I love that. I don't do a lot of night driving, so to speak, but it is pretty cool that it lights up. It does have LED headlights on it. The stripe lights up on the top. This one, unlike the other ones, doesn't come with the film on it, on the body to protect it, but doesn't have any scratches out of the box. I've scratched mine up pretty well because this guy has a ton of torque. The motor, the gears do not slip in this one. So it's got a ton of torque. So I was popping wheelies with it, and I kept flipping it upside down. So it's a ton of fun. Here, let me share a little bit with you on now. Love this truck, I really do. The wide stance, and it's got enough power you can roll it over. It does. But I do love this vehicle. This is what it looks like as you pull it out of the box, everything it comes with. Let's get rid of me here. There you go. Even a little bag for the accessories to keep your accessories in. And that strip that you see is the strip that allows you to, that makes the lights work. There's LED lights underneath that. And so I do a little bit of a reverse and then take off, and I pop a wheelie every time. This thing should have wheelie bars on it and roll over in my little turtle thing. I almost ran into myself here. In just a second, spin around, and there it is. Now I can't handle really thick grass, but it can handle some thick grass. And again, took it in the sand, and it can kick up some dust as well. I'm gonna have to take it to the other area, and I tried to slow this down a little bit, didn't do the best job of that, but really an awesome little vehicle. And I do, like I said, this is one of my top 5. Where does this fall in my top 5? So I have to keep looking because I keep forgetting. So my top one is that one. Number 2 is that. Number 3, number 4. So this one is number 5 in my top 5. Number 5. Love this little truck. And again, for the price, I think it's really great. $89.99, and just a awesome little truck. Let me see if we got any clippable coupons on this guy today. Come on up for me. And not today, but like I said, Prime Day's coming. It's a good possibility. I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to get some promo codes or something, or maybe they'll have a special on it or something during that time frame. But it is absolutely fantastic little car. The demos that you see me playing, many of those demos are actually posted on Amazon, and they're also posted on my YouTube channel, AlTone Tech. So you get the opportunity, if you like, to go there and check them out. If you want to watch them again, you can also watch them on Amazon if you follow me here on Amazon. So just wanted to throw that out there for you in case you might be wondering. So the next car is my number 2, my numero dos. Yeah, I know my wife's laughing at my Spanish right now. My number 2 favorite vehicle of all my RC cars. And I do have an RC car on that top shelf over there that is almost 20 years old. I need to upgrade the controller and the ESC, all of the electronics in that guy, possibly even put some new servos in it. But it's a full hobby grade. It'll do about 35 miles an hour. It's a beast, and I love it. And but I still like these better. I like these better. So this one is the 001E, DRC-001E, one of my more recent acquisitions. And this guy is ridiculous. It's got so much power. I have not tried to see what the max speed I can get out of it. I don't have the Velcro one for my little tracker there, my little GPS that I put on here. But it's got a ton of power and it's so much fun. The other thing, and I've run it so much that my body is now cracked. There's a chip missing out of the back here. I flipped it, and if you look here, it's got road rash all over it. The top is scratched up because I have run the living daylights out of this guy. I've flipped it. I mean, anything that you can think of that I could do, I did it with this truck so far. I want to get a better ramp so I can really get some air with some of these and see what kind of damage they can really take. But man, this guy is phenomenal. So let's check it out. This is the DRC-001E awesome brushless RC car. This little RC car has a nice little colorful body to it. This is one of my top 5 cars so far, and I've been totally surprised with the power and the performance of this little guy. So let me tell you a little bit about it. What comes in the box with the DRC-001E brushless RC car is the standard controller, 2 batteries, a battery charger, an accessory package, and an instruction manual. And as I always say, make sure that you read through the instructions in the instruction manual, as well as the cautions of battery pamphlet that comes with the majority of their RC vehicles. The DRC-001E comes with a colorful PVC or Lexan body, all-terrain tires. Underneath the body you have the battery compartment, the ESC/receiver, a power switch, and battery connection. Now the transmitter is a standard transmitter in which you have a power switch, an LED status indicator, a speed adjustment, steering trim adjustment, a steering wheel, and a throttle trigger with a forward, brake, and reverse. And of course the battery compartment, which requires 3 AA batteries, which are not included. Just a few of the specifications of this awesome little car are that it is of course a 4-wheel drive vehicle. It has a brushless motor, trans 100 meters. It is listed as a 1/14 scale car. It has an estimated runtime of about 36 minutes per battery depending on driving conditions, a battery charge time of approximately 180 minutes, and is rated for ages 14 and up. And as I was saying before, this happens to be one of my top 5 favorite vehicles, which the majority of my RC vehicles are from DRC. So they are really, really great quality RC cars. And what I mean by beginner RC is you can actually do some upgrades or find replacement parts for these vehicles. So thank you so much for stopping by. I hope this helped you in some way. Have an absolutely fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you in a future video. So it looks like things slowed down just a little bit in my video. Maybe my audio was off just a hair. But yeah, this is it. I mean, it really is. It's number 2 for me because of the power. I was actually a little bit heartbroken with the fact that I chipped the body and I've worn the back end of this body out so much. I'm going to possibly have to reach out to DRC and see if I can actually get if there's a replacement body for this guy available that I can purchase. I haven't checked on Amazon yet myself, but I've been thinking about that. I want to have a spare body for it because I love this truck so much. If anything, I may get a spare body for it and do my own custom paint job on it. Who knows? Because I have done a few paint jobs on Lexan bodies in the past. So who knows? We'll see how that works out. If I do, you will see that as well on AlTone Tech, my YouTube channel, where I'm talking about mostly RCs of different types. I mean, anything from cars I have a few helicopters. I now have a fixed wing, which is what this is right here. There's a couple of licensed vehicles over there that I haven't had an opportunity to do any video content on yet. And also, I have a ton of helicopters right now. I'm going to be doing a live stream on those soon. And a couple of, I have my one fixed wing and a few more drones. I do have some more drones, and I'll have a 4K drone video or live stream coming up soon. That may happen either during the, I may do that during Prime Days or shortly after, depending. If I've got a bunch of, if I can get my hands on some great deals, no matter what it is, I'm going to do live streams on it. So I may do a mixture, or I may focus on cars or drones or helicopters or, you know, RC vehicles, whatever it is. Anything I can get my hands on, and accessories that I can do, or I see that there's deals on, I'll be making sure that I'll share those with you on that day. So make sure that you're on the lookout for that. Let me know what you're thinking. I'd love to know what you're thinking about some of these fantastic vehicles. But as we're going there, I'm going to share with you my number one. This is my number one favorite RC vehicle of all time. This one is the DRC 210E. I absolutely love this. Now, the thing that you'll notice is that these two bodies, this is the 9500, am I right? 9500E, yep, I was right. I've got so many of them now, I'm trying to keep track. This is 9500, this is a 210E. You would think that, you know, the model numbers would be similar, but they're not. This has two motors in it, this has one. These motors are not brushless, if I'm correct. I don't believe these are brushless motors, where this one has a brushless motor in there. It is, and it runs on 3-cell batteries instead of 2S. It runs on 3S. That is a good portion of what accounts for the speed with this guy. Very similar to the 200. This is kind of an upgrade for the 200, but they're very similar, and they have very similar electronics. But this guy's got so much power that I've run the wheels off of it numerous times. I've crashed it a couple of times. It does have a reinforced body, thankfully. And this has saved, the wing in the back has saved the body. The bumper and the reinforcement on the top has saved the body. Ton of scratches across the top because I've jumped ramps with it. There's even scuff marks where it came down and the wheel hit the body. It's crazy what what kind of abuse I put these guys through. And I've lost a couple of wheel hexes and all of that with this one because it's so powerful. So one of the things that you'll want to do is make sure that you keep, anytime I'm running these, I keep my nice little wrench in my pocket. Tighten down your wheel nuts frequently. I'm checking them now just to see if they've loosened up any, but I haven't run it in at least about a week or so. So you want to make sure you tighten them down. That one was still a little loose because as soon as they start to slip, it will back off. That's how powerful this is. It'll start to back off. So I'm thinking about putting some metal wheel hexes in here, upgrading it, but I haven't done so as of yet. So I plan on doing that eventually, but this is my favorite. And same thing, I'd love to get an extra body for this one, just so I can customize the body a little bit and have a body that, you know, one that looks pretty good, because I abuse the living daylights out of these things. But that's what they're for. It's a basher. It's a basher. And I'm also looking for a better place that I can take these and really run them aggressively and have a lot of fun, other than just a small little park where you see me running these in my demo videos. I love the sound of the motor. I'm going to be quiet so you can just hear the sound of the motor running. Or, of course, the box, 4-wheel drive, 210E. Beautiful, beautiful body. The controller is pretty much the same for all of these, but that's, like I said, it's almost hobby grade there. 2S, 3S, and it's got some good power to it. It's got so much power, it's hard to steer sometimes. You gotta practice with this car. At the end of this video, you'll see me run it. I almost ran into that pole. You're gonna see me run it into one of those park benches. And it still runs after that. I was afraid I broke it. There it is. I was actually afraid that I destroyed it. This run was after that. Absolutely love this truck. It is one of my favorites. Let me know what you think. Out of the ones that I've shared so far and out of some of the ones that I'm sharing with you, what do you think is, what truck is it, or which one of these RC vehicles do you like the most? I'd love to see that down in the chat. Let me know. But like I said, this one is my number one. I don't know. Maybe you like one of the other ones better, or maybe you want something that's slower for the kids, or, you know, just let me know. I'd absolutely love to know which one you like the most. And so the next one, which is the last of my RC vehicles that I'm going to be sharing with you, and I got these a little bit out of order, is the actual one that I have sitting here on my desk, which is the 200E. The 200E is, again, a phenomenal little vehicle. I absolutely, totally love it. It is my number, let's see, this used to be number 2 for me, but the 001E took number 2 spot. And then my number 3 actually goes over here. My number 3 is the 9500E took number 3 for the number 3 spot. So this is now number 4, and then the 9000 is number 5. So I love this thing, truly do. Beautiful body. It comes with 2 bodies. I put this body on. When you get it out of the box, it has the other body on there. I have gotten this guy up to about 24 miles an hour, I believe it is. Rated, like I said, you can, according to them, and they've tested and gotten it up to 40 kilometers per hour, or about 38 miles per hour, 37 miles per hour. They've been able to do that. I was not able to do that in my conditions. But it's the same. Anytime an RC company, you'll notice that with drones and drone batteries, usually they test in the best of conditions. And so they're going to give you the absolute best case scenario, the max of what they've been able to get out of it. And then it's up to you. You know, that gives you an idea. But as long as they all do that, then it still should give you a good idea. And I'm telling you, at 28 miles an hour, 24 miles an hour, this one's easy to control, or somewhat easy to control at 24 miles an hour. That additional 4 miles an hour from the 210E is so much that it can be interesting. You have to practice learning how to control it. I'm just saying. And so these are great beginner RC, hobby grade RC vehicles. Absolutely great. So this guy is 154.99 down from 199, which I know is, let's see, is that the right one? Yeah. Which I know is actually what is actually true. What you'll notice also when you go to Amazon and you take a look, whoops, wrong one. When you go to Amazon and you take a look, what you'll notice is they have headlights and a grill on theirs. Mine didn't come with the stickers for the headlights and a grill. Not exactly sure why, but it didn't. Don't know. But it didn't really matter to me. You still have the lights in the front. You just don't have it on the front of the body. And the body is a really nice looking body. I think it's a nice little sporty looking four-wheel drive body. It's really cool. And like I said, ton of power and really, really nice vehicle. And hopefully, again, I'm really hoping that I'll be able to get some nice little, oh yeah, I've really done some damage to this body as well. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get some nice deals for you in the future. But for right now, I mean, it's already 23% off, 23% savings, down from 199 to 154.99, which I think is great for this guy. Absolutely worth it. I think it's worth it at 200. I'm just being honest. You get everything that you need except for the batteries that go into the truck itself. I mean, into the controller. So let's see. Do I have that one? Yeah, the 200. The two bodies. There you go. And again, the chassis is very similar to the 200 chassis. Yeah, to the 210 chassis, excuse me. I'm just taking it off, putting the batteries in. This one runs on 2S, not 3S. That's the main difference between the 210 and the 200. This one being the 200. And like I said, so much fun. I've had so much fun. That's such a beast. It really is. And so, I absolutely love that vehicle. So that is the last of the vehicles that I'm going to be talking about today. Not vehicles. Yeah, well, essentially vehicles. Last of the cars I'm going to be talking about today. Remember to go to AlTone Online Giveaways. But I did want to, in some of the other products that I have listed down in the carousel, I actually have coupon codes for, or I have promo codes for. I wanted to make sure you had the opportunity to take advantage of those, because some of them I don't believe are going to be, they seem to be about to expire from what DRC and Holy Stone actually gave me for those. You have a couple of things down there. One of the things that you'll see down there, which is the ramp. That particular ramp is the one that you've seen in my videos, me jumping these cars. And that ramp, let's see, it's not necessarily cheap. I'll just say that. Let's see. That's the Infides, and I do like it, but there was one issue, and you can't see that issue in this picture, even if I try to scroll up a bit. What it is right up in here, you have two little openings that allow you to put the strap on so that you can actually, they make it so that you can put it on your back and carry it around and all of that. So the unfortunate thing is that little opening right there will cause some issues with any of your vehicles that have a metal plate in the front. Unless that metal plate, if that metal plate, like in this one, is flat and it's not curved up, it will possibly catch on that metal plate. So what I did was I went and got a piece of stainless steel, not stainless steel, but a piece of steel, and I put some CA glue and glued it down, and put some clamps on it, glued it down to cover up those little holes, and then I put Velcro to hold all the pieces of this ramp together. It actually comes in pieces so that you can actually put it together. And that's the reason why they have it set up so that you can actually put it on your back and carry it and all that kind of stuff. It's actually a bike ramp and not a ramp for jumping, you know. And that shows you how it actually goes together. It's a bike ramp. So, I mean, for $66 now, full black, you can get it in red as well. That's not bad in dual purpose, but my thought is, like I said, make sure that if you do pick that particular ramp up, you do make sure that you put it in your, make sure that you cover those holes up if you have RC cars that actually have a metal plate on the front, because that metal plate may catch, because your cars bottom out right about there, and that's what causes that problem. That's what may happen for you there. I also have the batteries that you might need and a battery checker. And man, I have a couple of things in here that I don't actually have right here, but I have quite a few products here that I use on a regular basis and didn't actually pull off the shelf. My lipo bag is actually sitting, whoops. My lipo bag is sitting on the floor over there. And, oh, no, it's not. Look at there. Looky there. Whoops. I hate it when that happens. I end up coming off of my live stream because I'm trying to show you something. The StartRC lipo bag. So, like I said, this is a lipo bag. Right now I have my plain lipo batteries in here. They're 400 milliamp hour batteries. These little guys for two of my planes, my little foam planes that I've been getting into and flying. I've joined a club, so I'll be, these are for the foam ones. Joined a club, so I'll be learning how to fly fixed wings so that I can share that experience with you. You'll see more of that most likely, at least that experience, on my YouTube channel. You won't see it here as much, but on AlTone Tech. But I keep my batteries in this. When I go out to the field, it does have a nice little hole there on the side, so you can run your cables through and charge your LiPo batteries up inside this. And it's for safety because in case one of your batteries does actually catch on fire, if you make a mistake in the way that you charge the battery and it does catch on fire, as long as you follow the instructions well, for the most part, you shouldn't have to worry about it. But if you do have a battery that fails for whatever reason and it does catch on fire, this will help contain that until you can get a fire extinguisher to put it out. That's what that's for. And that's just something that you need to be aware of anytime you're flying, especially anyone who flies FPV knows that, because I have some pretty large LiPo batteries over there. Or if you fly fixed wing, larger aircraft, you know about LiPo batteries, and you know that you need to make sure that you keep them or take care of them in a certain way. For most buying RC products, something like this is going to be enough for you. The most that you're going to have is little batteries like the ones I have here. And that is only $19.99. It's great peace of mind. I would also suggest getting your hands on, making sure I do have a proper fire extinguisher. It's outside that door, but I do have a proper fire extinguisher. Make sure you have a proper fire extinguisher for these types of devices and whatnot. And at some point, I will make sure that I find a good fire extinguisher and drop it into one of my idea lists, so you'll know, and you'll know that that's one that I recommend, and it will work for you. The other thing that I have in here, and I'll share that with you, and it's actually, I didn't pull it off the shelf. I have a setup over there in that back corner, and I'll see if I can. It's a little bit messy in my office right now, so let's see if I can go to room view. See if that works. It's probably going to end up jumping over to room view later. GoPro room. Nope, the wrong one. See if I can jump on over to my room view. And I don't have it here. Interesting. I guess I don't have it set up where I can get to it easily. But at any rate, over in that back corner of my office is where I have set up to do all of my battery charging back over here. My remote control is not working for me, so I can't switch over. But that's where I do all my charging at, and that is where I have the HobbyMate D6. And I use that, and I actually made some adapters for it so that I can charge up and monitor the voltage on many of my batteries. So I should have that one in my best 4Ks. No, it should be in one of my idea lists. Let's go to my idea list. And I do have a ton of idea lists at this point, so that you can very easily go in and find some things that may be of value to you. Let's see, do I have it down at the bottom? Yes, I do. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So that's the HobbyMate Dual 6. So you can actually charge 2 batteries at once. I actually charge multiple batteries on it at the same time. Oops. I'm telling you, all over the place today. I actually charge multiple batteries at the same time. If you learn how to use this, it will allow you to charge your batteries faster than the included charger. But you have to understand how to use it. Make sure you read through the manual. It comes with a very good manual, as well as there's some other individuals out there that have information on how to best use a device like this to charge your LiPo batteries up. So you notice that many batteries, they tell you, that come with your devices, they tell you, oh, it's going to take you 2 hours or whatever. You can actually speed that process up because you can actually set this guy up. You can go into settings and set it up if you do so properly, to where it will charge just a little bit faster than what your standard chargers will charge. If you use the standard chargers, you usually won't have any issues with them, being overcharged or having any problems with them catching on fire. But something like this will allow you to charge them faster. You have a little bit more control on how quickly they're being charged, how many amps and all of that that's being used to charge up that particular battery. And you can possibly get faster charging times out of them. Not only that, but this one, you can use a large LiPo battery to charge smaller LiPo batteries with it. So if you're out in the fields, you have a nice large LiPo battery, or even a power station like this one that I have in the carousel as well. This is a new power station that I have. If you're using something like this to plug it into that, you can power that power station up using one of these and be able to charge your batteries up in the field, so you don't have to end your day of flying because your batteries are low or all of your batteries are dead. So you can be charging up batteries while you're using it. And this is a fantastic little device as well. Couple of last things. I do have a couple of drones down there, and the reason why I have those drones in the carousel is because they have coupon codes attached to them, and I want you to be able to take advantage of them. So this one is the let's see. This one is it should be the 720G, the 720G. Phenomenal drone. Absolutely phenomenal drone. I have them here. The ones that I have down in the carousel, 720G, and one I just finished doing, and I'm working on finishing up the edit of the video on, which is the 440, the Holystone 440. All of these I have deals on them in the carousel. So each one of these, let's see, I think all 3 of these have 10%. So you have your 720G, 720G is in this case, and they all come with a case, and the 440 blows my mind. Both of these are 4K. The 720 and the 720G are both 4K drone 720. The Holystone 720G, also 4K drone, but this one actually has a gimbal, 2-axis gimbal on it, and it's an awesome little drone. And then last but not least, we also have the Holystone 440, which I also have a deal on today. And the 440, you can get an additional 10% off. It's eligible for 10% off. And make sure you go in and you clip the coupons if you drop these in your shopping cart. Make sure you clip the coupons for them. It's a HD drone, but this thing blows my mind. Now, mine only for some reason came with 1 battery. I don't know if that was an issue. Holystone did send this out to me, but It comes with 2 batteries. What you get is 2 batteries. And this awesome little drone is about 177 grams, so you don't have to register it in the US. It's an HD camera drone with a basically shock-mounted HD camera, and it has an SD card slot that takes up to a 32 gig micro SD card. Fantastic. Very stable in the air. It does not have GPS like the other 2 do, but it's a fantastic drone to start off with. Less than $100, 10% off. You can grab that, drop it in your cart, and you have a very, very nice little beginner drone. And I'm looking up here, and soon I will have a I'm actually in the process of editing the video that I'm creating for that. You will see it here first, and then in about a week it will show up on YouTube as well, on my YouTube channel, AlTone Tech. But it's an awesome little drone. And like I said, 10%. Get another 10% off. I do have a couple of other things also down in the carousel. And like I said, I really wanted to make sure these are not vehicles, but I wanted to make sure that you had the opportunity to take advantage of these deals now. And just a quick tip, you do know you can get free returns with Amazon Prime. So if you drop this in your cart and there's a better deal next week, if I have a better deal, I will definitely let you know about it. You could always return it and purchase the one next week and get the better deal. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. You know, I don't know if that's something that anybody wants me to share with you or not, but I'm just sharing it with you. That's something to keep in mind. Couple of other just little nitpicky things, like this hat that I wear regularly. It's one of my favorite hats. I use. It's from a company called Under Control, and brimless, and that's because going on Amazon Live, I like to wear my baseball caps, but the cap has a tendency to cover my eyes up, and if you're trying to do video, you want people to be able to see your eyes. You want to make contact. I want to make contact with you. I want to be able to connect with you. So I make sure. Now I can't take my glasses off because I have a problem seeing the screen, but I want to make that eye contact with you. So I wear a hat that I really like. That is a very well made hat, and it's got a nice little buckle in the back too. The way this buckle is made, I wear this so that I can have my head covered. And because I just like my head gets cold. That's basically it. Have my head covered so I can, actually, but still be able to give you some eye contact. All right. So the K-Bear in-ears, I actually use those now for every live stream. Only $24.99. That's what I use. And what I have a tendency to do is just drop some things in the carousel for my live streams that I think they're valuable to me and may be of value to you. And every now and then, even some things that are off topic because you might want to take advantage of them. They may be value. You may find some value in them in some way. So that's it for today. Like I said, we're going to keep it nice and short today. Got so much. I do have the 440 video that I'm working on. I need to get that edited. I will have it posted most likely by Prime Day. It should be up, so you can check that out. It is an awesome drone. I do truly love it. And just a couple of other things that I'll be working on. And I do have another sponsored live stream that's going to be coming up during a couple of sponsored live streams during the Prime Day activities. So make sure that you are following so you're aware of that. When we get to 1,000, I'm going to do another giveaway. 1,000 followers here on Amazon, I'm going to do another giveaway. But right now I do have a giveaway going on. So make sure you go and you check that out if you haven't already. And even if you have, make sure you go and get some extra entries so that you can do that. And last reminder, make sure that you are actually... make sure that you sign up for Amazon Prime. If you're not, go to if you go to giveaways, there's a link down there you can click on and sign up for Amazon Prime and be able to get a discount. Excuse me, you can sign up for Amazon Prime for a free trial. So make sure you go and check that out as well. It's right there on the same page. So thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. I really appreciate you. I'm going to most likely be doing some live streams at different times next week. So again, make sure you're following if you are not already so that you can catch those, and hopefully you'll get notified when I'm going live. So have an absolutely fantastic day. Great weekend, and I look forward to spending some great time with you again in the next live stream. Have a good one. Talk to you again soon.
Woke up, hopped out of bed, feeling great. Felt refreshed as the shower water hit my face. Headed to the kitchen and I'm about to get a plate. Chest up, shoulders back, yeah, I'm walking straight. I left all my cares behind me. I'ma keep shining, don't mind me. Keep my head up even when trouble finds me. Time to chill, time to chill. Call a couple real ones, light up the grill. We can just slide, meet me outside. We can kick back with good tunes and good vibes.